In the Greek, they describe the Spirit as a comforter and a nurturer, a teacher. From the Greek perspective, they view the Spirit through the masculine eyes of things. Comforter means, in the Greek term for comforter is parakletos. The Greek term for nurturer is neuter. That's not a Greek term, that's a Latin term. And from the Greek, they view the Spirit through the masculine mindset, everything masculine. From the Hebrew, the Hebrew term for spirit is ruach, R-U-A-C-H. They view the Spirit in the feminine. That's why in the Old Testament or the Ancient of Days, the book of wisdom, which is called Proverbs, it calls wisdom her, she. So what is the significance here? In the Christian Bible, or let's back up. Information, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom does not transform your life. Let's make that known. You have to get the information, accept the information, and then apply the information for anything to happen. If you don't do any of those things, it ain't doing nothing for you. What transforms your life is law. Every aspect of life, from the universe down to the planet Earth and every other planet inside the universe, an omniverse. I'll explain that in another segment, the term omniverse. Every aspect of creation comes with a law attached to it. And in every aspect of a law, there's a built-in consequence in that law. So in regards to the Christian Bible, when God spoke to Adam, he made law for Adam to have dominion over earth, meaning you govern the earth. Now, having dominion over earth does not simply mean Adam just stand still and just be a manager. No, having dominion over earth means Adam having the ability to travel from earth to heaven and back, living 930 years. He wasn't a small man. Living 930 years according to the Christian Bible. He was able to do a whole lot. God visiting him and he visiting God. Now, with that being a law, that law transforms the life. Law says, or law demands what you do. It demands and commands that you do. You have no choice in law. You must do in accordance to law. You have a choice in information. You can accept it or you don't. So law is applied to a life of universal kingdom life. Information is applied to the world life. In law, you have no freedom. In law, in kingdom life, there is no freedom to do what you wish to do on this earth, in this life. In universal, aligned, kingdom life full of laws, there is no freedom. But in the world, you can choose to do as you wish. To make that point, But to finish the Geno point, where he's misunderstood or where he's pretty much off with the word or the spirit being seen in the feminine throughout the Hebrew, man, God, the given man a divine order, a law to govern the earth. That's man's position. To govern physical earth, to planetary governing. That's man's position. Planetary governing. The woman being a spiritual being, her position is spiritual governing, which means universal governing. Because in the universe of things, that's spirit led, spirit ordered, spirit controlled. That's who the woman is. She is spirit. The man is driven by the spirit. The woman is spirit. So when you look into the church house and you ask the question, there's so many women, more than women in the church house. Then you ask the question, women live longer than men. Case in point. Prime example. That's your answer. The church house is an atmosphere of spirituality. Song and dance movement, praise and worship. That's spirituality. So the woman is only driven to what spirituality. That's why men is not in there greater than the woman, because the church house is full of spirituality. A man operates off of instructions, divine orders. That's why in the Christian Bible, the ranking, the hierarchy, or high-ranking position of things, the flow of instructions is from the top down. The flow of attention is from the bottom up. So what does that mean? A child seeks attention from the woman. The woman seeks attention from the man. The man lines himself up to seek attention from God. Where divine order and instructions come from the universal constellation, the spiritual God or God himself, to the man, where the man gives the instructions, receives the instructions, and give it to the woman. The woman takes the instructions and teaches the child the instructions. Don't give instructions to the child. She teaches the child instructions. So all day, every day, the man functions from what he knows. Why? Because we men receive instructions from the core of the spirit that is in our heart to the heart of the mind, where the woman is drenched in the spirit. That's why the spirit that functions in the woman's body, that body turns into an emotional being, and she functions from her emotions, high emotions, because that's what the spirit does to her body. It infiltrates her and fills her up so greatly that her whole flesh, her whole being becomes an emotional wreck. That's why when you look on social media, the sister Taji, you see her now, she's going through. I feel sorry for the sister. Crying and wailing all over the place. Because the life that most of these folk are choosing, they're choosing a life that is not aligned to a kingdom full of law-abiding life. They're choosing a world life. And in the world life I call devil business. And one thing about devil business will award you all the fine things and materialistic things, people, places, and things of the world life. But in the requirement of receiving these things, the millions of dollars and the lifestyle, devil business requires your life. That's why you see so many folk falling off their high horse. The Puffies, the Bill Cosby's, the R. Kelly's, and so forth and so on.